Hello, my beautiful peaches. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a great day. Well, welcome to my channel, Life with Zafira, and it's me, your host, Zafira. And as you can see, I have my Santa Claus outfit on, or Mrs. Claus, I don't know, whichever you prefer, because I wanted to show y'all what I got for Christmas. So pull up a chair and let me show you what I got. I'm super excited. So as you know, last year I got a Steam Deck, which I still absolutely love. I use it a lot. I still use my computer at times to play some games because some games are just better with a mouse and keyboard, I'm not gonna lie. But there are a lot of games that are good to play on that, so I still absolutely love that gift from last year. See, here it is. Still with the same thing and everything that I put on in the last video. Like, it still has that back that lights up, still has this rubbers, it still has the same screen protector. It's still been taken really good care of. Now for this year, let me show you one of the first things that I got. It's behind my back. Here it is. Here's one of the things that we got. It's a Philips Epilator Gentle Smooth Skin for weeks. So with this, what it pretty much does is it pretty much plucks the hairs out of your legs, something like that. I have already taken it out of the box and used it, and it's loud. With this one, it does have to be plugged into power, like into an extension cable to be able to be used. But that is okay. The size is still good, and honestly, it does pretty well. Let me show you the size of it, so give me a second. Let me take off my shoes. I'm gonna put them right here. These are slippery. I might fall and hurt myself, so yeah. Wait there, let me go get the product. Okay, so here is the epilator that comes inside of here. It comes with this little clear clip, whatever you want to call it. It says it's for massaging, but I don't know. Here. See, it has this little thing that goes on the top of it. It clips in. It says it's for massaging, but I don't know. Here's the actual device itself. It's small. See, it like fits inside my hand, so it's not too big. This is a type of connector it has for charging. It does come with a cable inside, so you don't have to worry about that. This does slide apart. Sometimes some hair gets in there, so you can throw it away, but most of the time you can just clean these off and you're good to go. But yeah, see, it won't come on unless it has power. And see, that's the little massager thing. I really don't know. Yeah, there's that. We got it off of Amazon, and honestly, like I said, for what it does, it works really well. Because one, I'm getting kind of tired of standing there in the shower or sitting there in the shower trying to shave while also like letting the water run. I'm kind of getting tired of that. So with this should definitely help with the shaving, and it will help make the shaving less, like not having to do it so often in between. So I'm looking forward to using this more. If I use it, I will definitely take a video so y'all can see. Yes, y'all might see hairy legs, but you know what? People, it can be hairy. It happens. But I'll take a video to show y'all what it looks like. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, first Christmas gift. Epilator. Woohoo! I like it so far. I like it. So this next gift, so a while back I had some Pixel Buds, and I seem to have lost them somewhere in my house. Honestly, I looked everywhere. I honestly don't know where they are. So I was kind of getting frustrated that I had to go back to using headphones because even with the Pixel Buds, this was an issue, but headphones inside my ear do not fit very well. They end up being pushed out, or I can't push them all the way in. I've tried different types of sizes for the ear cap and all of that, and nothing seems to work. It was just so frustrating. Like, I'd be cleaning, I'd be doing something, and I'd be constantly having to push in. Well, that got frustrating. That got very frustrating, very, very fast. So what I asked for was some headphones that go over the ear. Honestly, there was so many to pick from. Some of them were very expensive. Some of them decent pricing, which was really awesome. I'm really glad that there were options for, you know, less than, you know, $200. Because let me tell you, yeah. Anyways, so I like to listen to music when I am cleaning, when I'm just hanging out, when I'm doing my nails, when I am exercising, things like that. I like to listen to music. I also like to use them for when I'm editing off of my iPad. That helps me hear better, because, you know, you can turn the volume all the way up, but with headphones you seem to like catch things that you can't catch when you're not using them. Sorry, my bangs are getting in the way. So yeah, that's what I asked for, and this is the product that I finally settled on. Bose Quiet Comfort. I got it in the purple or lavender, whatever you want to call that color. Noise cancelling. This is so cool. I have never owned a pair of noise cancelling headphones before, and this is so cool. As soon as you turn it on, it immediately cuts off the sound. Now, I know I have glasses, and that is an issue for some people when they're getting noise cancelling headphones. These do not, with my glasses, they do not affect it. It affects it just like a tiny little bit, but like, it's honestly not a big deal. They're still very comfortable even with my glasses on, and I have no issues whatsoever. I still hear everything very well, like music wise, and it cuts out the sound that I want it to cut out. So, you know. It does have an aware button, so if you do want to hear more of the things that are going around you, like if you're at work or if you are at a gym, just a place where you want to be able to hear what's going on, it does have an aware button, so you can hit that button and you can hear things just fine. So on the back, I'm gonna read you what it says. Get lost in your musical happy place. It's time to crank up the volume, feel empowered to sing louder, dance harder, and block out the rest. Feel the power of the sound. And let's see what else. That is it. It works on iPhone, iPad, and Android, Bluetooth. Let's see. The box is empty because they're not in here right now, but I'll show y'all the headphones. This is pretty much what comes in here. It does have another like user manual, but you know, I kind of just threw that away. You have a QR code to help you set it up if you want to. You don't have to, because you just turn it on and it's ready to pair it as soon as you turn it on. So these are what the headphones look like. You have your on and off switch here. It's just a little slider. And then you have your 3 buttons here on the side. You have your volume up and down. You also have a middle button that pauses. If you just press it, it pauses the music. If you double tap, it'll go forward. If you press and hold, it'll go backwards. It's the same thing for calling and stuff like that. This is your aware button, so when you put it on and you want to be able to hear what's going on, click that button and it'll make the sound go around. These are pretty flexible. See, like that. It also comes with a carrying case, so you can put it inside of here, just like that. It also comes with a cable, a Type-C, and then you also have the auxiliary jack if you prefer to listen with that. So I just leave that in there. I use the other chargers that I have because I have plenty of those laying around. But yeah, that is what it comes with. I think that's pretty cool. I got these on Amazon. The price that it was when I got it was $1.99 for the purple ones. The other colors are a little bit cheaper, or I'm not 100% sure when the time of the I'm not sure of the cost. It'll be by the time this video comes out, so it could be more expensive, but what I got these for was $1.99 because they were on sale. They fit, like I said, very comfortably. When I turn on the aware button, I can still hear myself. Even when they're not completely on, it still blocks a lot of sound. Like, I don't even have it on right now and I can't hear all that much. But once I flip this switch, complete silence. Complete silence. Like, I can still hear myself because of course I'm talking. Like, if I close my ears, I can still hear myself talking because it's me. But a lot of people use these just to knock out the sound. They don't even listen to music, and I completely understand why. For me, I suffer from, you know, anxiety and panic attacks and stuff like that, and my brain is always going like a mile a minute. And with these, it definitely helps quiet my mind and quiet my, you know, my anxiety. So these are an A+. I absolutely love them. The battery life lasts really well. Honestly, I've only had to charge these once, but that's when I first got them, just so they can have a full charge. And they are barely at like 90%, and I've used them the past few days. I barely got these on last week, so yeah, the charge is lasting very, very well. You can also download the Bose app onto your phone. With that, it gives you options like setting different modes, like the modes for aware or quiet if you prefer. You can mess with the equalizer. You know, you can reduce the bass, make the bass more, reduce the treble, increase the treble. Like, you have those options that you can mess with. So if you know the settings that you prefer, or you can mess around with it while you're listening to music, and you have that option. I've messed with it a little bit. I haven't quite found the perfect sweet spot, but honestly, just leaving it alone, it sounds fine on its own. But I find it very neat that it has that app, so that way you can learn more about the product, the different shortcuts, the things that you can set up with. Your battery life, it shows you what music you're playing. And yeah, I think it's just neat to be able to have that app on there, so that way you can customize it more the way you want to. I don't find it flimsy at all. I mean, I know it moves quite a bit, you know, like this. But I feel like if I drop these, it would be okay. But, you know, I kind of don't want to. But I feel like with the way it feels, they'd be okay. It has a cushion up here up top. I love that. It extends out pretty well. And the weight of this is not bad at all. Honestly, I can wear I've worn these for hours, and it hasn't bothered me. It hasn't bothered my glasses or anything like that. Because I don't know, for glasses wearers, especially women, when we would wear headbands as little girls or things like that, for me, that would hurt right here where my glasses went, because that was like extra pressure that was being added along with my glasses right here. That would hurt so bad. With this, I have no trouble at all, and I am very happy for that. Yeah, and it just goes right in there. And it's ready to be put away. I love it. I keep them with me everywhere, especially when I am not streaming, when I am not needing the headphones to edit. I'm listening to music, or I'm watching TV. But speaking of streaming, if you ever want to hang out with me or talk to me in real time, you could always check me out on Twitch or on Kick, and I'll put my username right down below so you can come hang out with me and see what I do. I do play lots of games not very well. Not very well, but you know, it is what it is. If you have a favorite game, let me know down in the comments so I can take a look at that. Speaking of comments, if you made it to this point of the video, go ahead and leave it a like, a comment, share, subscribe, and hit that little bell to be notified for any future videos that I post. We'll see what else we get into for this month of Christmas. I don't think we're getting any more gifts. Maybe there might be another one on the way, and honestly, it's just like a meat thermometer. And with this meat thermometer, what I really like about it is that it has a little wire. You put it into the meat, whether it be in the oven or the grill, and you just put that wire out, like have it travel outside of the oven. No issues when it does that. Even if the wire's like causing this much of a little gap in the oven, it still works out just fine. But you put it into your meat and you put it the temperature that you want it to be at, and it'll start dinging once it's ready, so that way you don't have to keep opening the oven to check the temperature. This thing tells you, and you don't even have to open nothing, so you don't have to get all that heat just like, ugh, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to get that. That will probably come in Friday. But yeah, I'm excited that Christmas is here, or almost here. This video will probably be posted before Christmas. I hope that y'all get everything that y'all wish for. I hope y'all have an amazing day, and I hope y'all have a happy new year. I'm just excited to hang out with y'all next year, give y'all more videos, see what else we come up with, and meet new people. Yeah, that is it for our Christmas gifts. I am happy with these two things. Very happy. I'll probably end up using this later, so like I said, I'll get a video for y'all, and I'll probably attach it at the end of this video so y'all can see how it works. Yes, like I said, there'll be some hair, but there kind of has to be for it to work, you know. It's kind of like shaving. There has to be a little bit of hair to grab something, you know. And then these, I love these so much. I'll probably put them on here in a bit. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today, my peaches, while I showed y'all what I got for Christmas. Technically, you know, these gifts are not just for me. They are to be shared with me and my husband. Like, especially this Epilator. His back grows a lot of hair. Not a lot, just enough to where it bothers him. This thing, better than waxing, in my opinion, it's better than waxing, because one, sometimes waxing doesn't get all those hairs. Even like the peach fuzz hairs, it doesn't get all of them. It gets quite a bit of them, yes, but it doesn't get all of them. But this thing, you just go in a few directions and you can get quite a bit of it. Most of it, if not all of it. There'll probably be some thick hairs that are still like underneath the skin that you may have to go in there and like pull out, pluck out, whatever. Yeah. But yeah. Alright, my peaches. That's it for now. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And yeah, I hope to see you all next year. Bye, my peaches. Okay, my peaches, here is the end of the video for the Epilator on how it works. I'm sure you can see all that hair. I know, I'm pretty hairy, but I wanted to grow it out to give this a try, so I'm going to turn it on and it's going to get pretty loud, so I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, let's see. Alright, there it is. There's this side and there's that side. It feels like it's pinching just a little bit. It doesn't hurt too terribly bad, so you can see the hair that gets on there. But yeah, it doesn't hurt too terribly bad. If, like I said, it feels like tiny, tiny little quick pinches. It's nothing you couldn't handle, I don't think. But my pain tolerance is different compared to other people. But yeah, it doesn't hurt. This is the cable that it goes in there. That it uses, sorry. And then once you have it plugged up, you can use it. So let me go ahead and do the rest of the side of the leg. I do recommend putting something underneath because the hair does fall. I just forgot to do that. But yeah, that's what you'll want to do. And I will go ahead and do the rest of this leg. But yeah, see how you really can't see the hair anymore that's there. It missed a few here, but that's okay. We can just go back in. Yeah, it got it. It's just you have to go in like several different directions to be able to get it to work. But yeah, and then you just clean off that part and then that's it. So yeah, there is the epilator. Thanks for watching.